Are you guys ready for a total kitchen makeover? Because I've been dying to do this. Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Maile, and okay, already. Take it down a notch, girl, take it down. Okay, today, I'm so excited because, well, I'm excited for two reasons. One, reorganization and makeover is just like my favorite words, but two, Eric doesn't know what I'm doing and that makes me feel kind of like naughty, you know what I mean? Like, he's gonna be surprised when he gets home and sees the whole kitchen reorganized and painted pink. So let me tell you what's going down. What's going down is there are some problem spots with this kitchen organization, okay? We've got a lot of freaking space in this kitchen. The kitchen is probably both mine and Eric's favorite room in this house. It's so fun. It's laid out in the best way ever. It's a great party kitchen, and we have a lot of parties here. It has lots of natural bright light. I could go on, but because there's so much room in this kitchen, we've accumulated a lot of freaking crap we don't need. And if you don't know me, then you wouldn't know that I'm pretty darn organized, and it drives me insane to have spaces that are totally disorganized. And so in this video, number one, we are going to be addressing all the problem issues and decluttering and reorganizing lots of my kitchen cabinets, mostly that area back there, my pantry and upper cabinetry that's down the hall that, whew, is a beast. It's a monster, okay? Like bad. But then also we've got this nook in our kitchen. I'll show it to you right now. We've got this nook that is just like not being utilized to the best of its ability. Ooh, it's dark in here. So this is the nook, and it's meant for a refrigerator, but we have two refrigerators. This one, which is technically our outside fridge, and then our beautiful, nice KitchenAid, very expensive fridge, which doesn't freaking fit in that spot or this spot, so it's out in the garage. So we have no fridge for this spot. You can see back there, there's a water hookup. I did thrift this amazing table that fits perfectly in the nook. It's an angular table, I love it so much. But as you can see currently, there's no space for our vacuum to go. That's Eric's giant cutting board. So we need to declutter because like that cabinet won't even shut because it's got so much stuff in it. So we are going to be transforming this little nook into the kitchen bar, and I'm so excited. I can't freaking wait to bring you along with me for the decluttering, the organization, the painting, the bar makeover. It's gonna be amazing. And Eric's out of town right now, so I'm surprising him with all of this when he gets back, and hopefully it's a good surprise. I am going to paint the nook wall pink. So there's that. So without further ado, let's just freaking get into it, okay? The first thing I'm gonna do before we do anything else is paint the nook, because I wanna get the first coat on and then be able to do a second coat before I finalize everything else. So I figure it's smart to paint coat number one, do the decluttering and organizing, paint coat number two, gather all my like bar supplies, stuff that's all around the house. Once it's dry, finalize, decorate, do the grand reveal. So that's the plan. So first things first, I need to change out of my adorable blue Free People top and into some paint clothes and throw my hair back. So let's do that. Ah, much better. Am I going to tape the nook off? No, because I am my father's daughter and it's easier to just cut around it with the friggin' paintbrush, okay? And did I also inadvertently throw away my roller? So I'm just gonna paint the whole nook with a brush? Yeah, I am. That's not ideal, but I'm doing it. So it's such a small space. I literally went to Sherwin-Williams, picked out my color I wanted. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's a perfect match pretty much for the countertops. And I just went and bought a sample. It's like their least good paint, but I don't care. It's just for the tiny little nook. It was $10. It was literally $10. And I think it's gonna be exactly the right amount of paint that I need to cover the whole space, 2 coats. So let's go get the nook prepped and do the first coat of paint. Okay, so I thought I would explain first the yellow things on the wall. The yellow square is just the water line hookup. So I actually bought a drywall cover for that I'll paint pink when it comes and cover it so you won't see it. And then the little hose at the bottom is just something to do with the water line hookup as well. And the table thankfully covers that, so I don't need to like paint it pink or cover it somehow. The table does. First coat is done, and this is horrible lighting because I needed more light, so I brought in my ring light. It is very pink. All right, time to organize while we're waiting for the paint to dry. So I have opened every cabinet and drawer that is a problem. So these down here are some of the worst. Right now I've got like all of my serving platters, dishes, everything I do for like parties and stuff, which is a lot of stuff and probably needs to be relocated. This is excess board games down here, which I would love to move to make this space more accessible for stuff we use every day. And then candles, and so if you know me, you know that I'm obsessed with Christmas and decorating for Christmas. So I accumulate Christmas stuff throughout the year, and I don't want to traipse out to my shed and put it with my Christmas stuff every time I buy something. So I always have a designated spot, like cabinet or something, for my mid-season purchases of Christmas stuff that I can stash away until it's time to decorate again, and then I'll put them away with my Christmas stuff after their first Christmas out. So I already have some holiday stuff down there that needs to be reorganized. And then that's just our junk drawer that is perpetually junky. There's no reason you can't have a junk drawer that's organized, so we're gonna change that today. And then everything else in this kitchen functions very, very nicely and makes a lot of sense, so we're not gonna touch any of that. Most of the work is in here. So, oh God, I'm really exposing myself here. Up here is a combination of more party stuff, and we have a lot of parties here, like a lot, like at least 1 or 2 a month, like a lot. So we've got a bunch of party stuff, and this is all like extra supplies and extra food. This is like baking stuff, and I don't even know what else. This is random crap. I don't know. And then this is like extra decor stuff for some reason up here. I don't know. And then this is the horrible closet. It's where all of our big appliances go, in like excess like toilet paper and all the things. So here's my freaking plan, you guys, okay? It's crazy, but it's gonna work. I'm going to take absolutely everything out. All the cabinets, all the drawers. I'm gonna put all over the countertops. I'm gonna try to sort the stuff that goes together, because I've got, like I said, I've got some party stuff over there. I've got a bunch of party stuff under here. Like, it's just all kind of all over the place. So we're gonna sort it all, make piles of stuff that should go together. We're going to get rid of stuff that we don't need, which is gonna be a lot. There's gonna be lots of decluttering in this. And then I'm going to, once I have my piles created of like things, figure out with the space that I've got that's empty, what makes sense to go where, and then put it there. So this should be fairly easy, fairly straightforward process. Without further ado, I'm gonna put you on fast mode, and let's get everything out of these cabinets and try to sort it all. I wonder how long this is gonna take. It is 6:35 right now, so I'll let you know how long this process takes. You know what's so funny? It seems like I have so much party stuff, but I typically find myself during parties being like, oh my gosh, it would be so nice to have a tiered tray or a bigger ice bucket or XYZ, you name it. Like, there's always something else I feel like would be good to add to our hosting collection. Okay, well, that I am freaking out of breath. Also, do you think I have a problem with maybe hoarding some party serving trays? I think I might. Also, Eric has a hoarding problem with board games, so. Before I pull out all the monster stuff up in there, I'm so out of breath. Oh my gosh, that was hard. I'm going to go through these piles and get rid of the stuff that I know I don't want. Mostly it's going to be candles, because believe it or not, like, I use all of that serving stuff. Some of it's seasonal, some of it's all year round, but I use all of it. So, and I use all these vases. That pile over there is extra organization stuff, which I always like to have around. And then the Christmas stuff, obviously keeping. The board games, I'm not allowed to get rid of any board games without consulting Eric, so those will just go somewhere, I don't know. But the candles is mostly what I really need to go through, because nobody needs this many candles, you guys, nobody. Okay. So, keeping all of those, getting rid of all those, that's awesome. Okay, yay, I just like cut my candle collection in half. So let's get the rest of the stuff back in there, all the monster stuff out. You know, it's funny, I am so not a hoarder person. Like, I love going through stuff, decluttering, getting rid of it. In fact, Eric makes fun of me because sometimes I get rid of things that I shouldn't. Like, one time he had a scooter that, like, an electric scooter he would ride for fun, and I accidentally threw the key to it away. So I'm kind of notorious for throwing things away I shouldn't. But we accumulate a lot of freaking crap when we have the room in our kitchen. Have I done? Sweet Jesus, what have I done? Become a thief in the night, become a dog on the run. Have I fallen so far, and is the hour so late? Nothing remains but the crime I hate. Name that musical. Okay. You guys, I think I have a problem. Wow. Yeah, okay. Well, I found some things I didn't know I had. Like, I found a shaker set. I was like, yes, Eric and I lost that right when we bought it. It was shoved back with the old appliances. Okay, so I'm going to go through and sort each one of these piles and use those handy dandy extra containers over there, organization containers, to start organizing this stuff. And then we'll figure out where to put it. So let's do it. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel yet, but I will in just a second. The first thing I'm organizing is my cake decorating stuff. And let's see, then I did extra food and went ahead and put that in the pantry. Then I did all my Ziplocs. Ooh, this is my Walt Disney World and Universal Studios reusable bag collection. It's a little bit extra. And then this is me sorting through all of the freaking party, like, reusable goods. I mean, disposable goods, the opposite of reusable, in fact. And I did not know how many different kinds of shot containers I have, but I make a mean Jell-O shot, which is about the easiest thing you could make, but still. Okay, I feel immensely happy about the state of things, especially this stuff right back here. It's amazing how much room this small of stuff was taking up. Like, look at that. That is like nothing compared to, it was taking up a whole giant one of those cabinets. Like, bro, I'm gonna have so much more room just by organizing it all and putting it in cute little organizing. And don't you love my little organizing bins that are perfect pink that match my kitchen, like, perfectly? Did I just say perfectly? Perfectly? Okay, so this is what I think I'm gonna do for my game plan. I really, like, my goal is to put all of my serving dishes, all my serving everything, all my party everything, all my extra napkins, cups, utensils, Jell-O shot cups, skewers, everything in those cabinets all down there. So that's what we're first going to try. I hope it all fits. My gut is telling me it will all fit, so all of this stuff down in there, I really think it'll all fit. So let's see if it does. Are you freaking kidding me? They fit perfectly. Okay, here's what I did. I did all my seasonal stuff in the very back there, and then I did bowl stuff out in the front because I use that quite often. And then on this side, I did all my drink stuff. So my little ice bucket, which I may relocate that to the bar when we're done, but I don't know. Our giant drink bucket thing, our pitchers for like breakfast juice and stuff, and then our big drink pitchers fit so nicely stacked in that cabinet, amazing. And then I did all our just normal trays right here, easy to access. And then I did all the amazing, what I love about this is I can see everything. I've got shot stuff in the back, I've got skewers and all the utensils right there. I've got napkins easy to grab, plates easy to grab, and cups. Oh, this is 10,000 times better than what it was. I am so happy with this. Okay, honestly, that was the freaking biggest thing. So now it's just a puzzle piece of figuring out where everything else should go. And I think that's gonna be pretty fairly easy. So let's do that. So I didn't show it for time's sake, but I ended up getting rid of a bunch of stuff. I basically just filled my bench at the front door, you know, my cute little like Aztec-y looking bench I got for my birthday. I'll link that video up here if you haven't seen my birthday haul because it was a good one. But beside the point, Maile, continue what you were saying. I filled up that whole bench with trash and stuff I wanted to get rid of. So I took it all out to the trash after I finished, and wow, just feels so much nicer to not have a bunch of crap I don't need sitting around. Oh my gosh, that felt freaking amazing. This took, in total, it is 7:49, so it took an hour and 15 minutes essentially. Let me show you what we're working with. So this is my only hodgepodge cabinet, but it makes sense. So I've got candles and extra party decorations back there. This is my baking basket. This is extra organization things, and these are vases. Up there is all my wrapping stuff and my extra Christmas stuff. I figured it made sense for that to go together. Then right here is all the extra board games that don't fit in our other board game storage. And we've got paper towel storage and our Keurig box. We've learned from experience we need to keep the box because sometimes they malfunction and we have to send them back. So we keep the box. We've got extra decor right there, and then all of our reusable bags. And then right here, we've got all of our appliances, and the only thing we've got on the floor in here is some cleaning stuff back there, the vacuum where it's easy to get, and the mop and the broom where it's easy to get. So I'm very happy about that. That's a bubblegum pink wall, isn't it? Okay, well next, let's see where we're at. Oh, it's completely dry. Okay, we can go ahead and do a second coat on this. I'm going to go ahead and do a second coat on this. I'm not gonna show it to you because you already saw me painting. I'll catch you when there's a second coat on this. Okie dokie, and we'll talk about what's next. Okay, I got the second coat on the wall. It is currently drying, and now it is time for the fun part. So I've got a running list of all the things that like go on a bar that I'm just going to like scrounge around my house for. I have most everything. There are some things I would like to eventually get, but I'm not gonna go out and buy anything for this project yet, just because I want to kind of see what we have in action, see what we might need. It's limited space because that table is so angular that really only one side of it is usable. So I want to make sure we're not buying a lot of stuff we don't need for it when I think we have most, if not everything, that we need already. So I'm going to accumulate some stuff from around the house and I'll show you, and then it'll be the fun part of staging it all and putting it all together. So let's gather some crap. Okay, I found some things. I've got some cookbooks. I've got, I think, some art I may put on the wall. I don't know, it depends on the size. I have another option for art too if that doesn't work, but I've got this lamp that I think is perfect. I got this, I thought maybe for like lemons and limes. Found one measly coaster. I'm gonna have to figure out where the rest of my matching set of these cool like granite looking coasters are. Got some syrups, I've got a shaker and some little tools back there. I've got all of our different glasses. I also got our ice bucket. So I don't know, I think I'm just gonna play around with all of this and see where it gets me. So let's play around a bit, shall we? Okay, our second coat is still drying. Please mind the light, I need it. So I've got it over here on this wall to play around with, so it'll be flip-flopped when I actually put it on this wall, but I think this gives us a good idea, so let's start! Oh my gosh, do you guys wanna know a horrible story? So I, off camera, screwed in a wine glass holder into the table, which is what you see these two sets of champagne flutes hanging from. And as I was carrying over these two sets, 4 glasses all in like one hand, I accidentally dropped one. And of course, one of the ones I dropped was freaking our wedding toast champagne flutes, and it broke. So I panicked and I super glued it back together. It is not perfect, but it is a little better. I do believe this is how I want it for now. It's a little cluttered, but I kind of like it like that. So definitely room for growing. I'd love to eventually get like a Lazy Susan that takes up this whole space right here, and we can put a bunch of stuff on it, but I think it's functional and yeah, I like it. So now we just have to wait for the wall to dry, which, oh yeah, it's dry. Sweet, let's assemble. So after I get everything assembled, which, can we please take a moment for this lovely table that I got off of Facebook Marketplace secondhand that literally is the perfect measurements? Like, that's insane. After I get it all assembled, I was trying to make these cute little canvases I have work, but they didn't work. Okay, since that art did not work, I pulled this, which I think is perfect. I consulted my dad, I had a couple options, and he agreed that this was the good option because it has a nice contrast and it matches some of the colors better on the cart and some of the stuff in the kitchen without being too matchy-matchy. So anyway, all this to say, I'm gonna hang this guy up, and I like how he's kind of creepy up against the very vintage pink. I like that. This is actually painting my brother did. I have his art all over the house, but this will be a perfect place for it. All right, friends, here is the final but not final. Super cute, I love it. It's still a work in progress, like I said. Imagine in that little bowl down there, limes and lemons. Imagine a plumbing cover painted pink right there to cover up that horrible water line, which I need to still go get. Imagine a Lazy Susan right here with more stuff on it. But I love my brother's painting here, and I just think it looks really super cute. I think Scrimpy is gonna love it. He may not totally love the pink wall, but you know, there are some things in life you just have to compromise on. What is on my face? I don't know. I've been in the trenches, I've been in my garage, I've been all over the place tonight. So now all that's left to do is surprise Eric. So flash forward to when Eric gets home in 2 days and knows nothing about this and is magically welcomed home with a new bar area and a pink wall. Hope he likes it. Hello, it's Friday and I simply couldn't help myself. It's the day I am picking Eric up, and yesterday I went ahead and ordered the drywall cover. So while I was ordering that, I perused some bar options and I decided to get, you guys are gonna laugh, fake limes to put in the little bowl because we like to keep our lemons and limes for drinks and stuff in our fridge, so we're not really gonna keep them in a bowl, but for aesthetic purposes, I like it. And then I ordered a Lazy Susan. Look how awesome this Lazy Susan is. It's green. I love it. Oh, and the best thing, Eric is gonna die. He's gonna laugh at me so hard. I ordered stirs. They are freaking disco balls that glitter, you guys. I couldn't not. All this was super cheap. I did not spend that much money on it at all. And I had to get them. So look how cute they are. They're sparkly. I love them. So I'm gonna assemble this last little bit and you'll see the surprise of showing Eric tonight. Okay, I moved the limes up because I liked them better up here. And I'm so stoked. Oh, I can't wait for Eric to see this. I think he's gonna love it. The only thing is this one needs to be taken back. I didn't realize I didn't buy a flush to the wall one. I bought one that's supposed to fit into the wall and I don't want that. I just want a flush mount one that I can screw into the wall right directly over it. So I am gonna exchange this one for another one I just ordered that's flush that'll just screw in and I can paint over. So that will kind of disappear, but man, I love it. I think it's perfect. I cannot wait to surprise Eric. Let's go get him and bring him home to surprise him. Guys, I'm about to surprise him.
Oh yeah? That's awesome. Did you find them or did you order new ones?
That's your surprise. I found them. You want to see what else is your surprise?
What?
Well, let me let the dogs know.
Yes, I'm a buffoon.
Eric didn't even notice I painted the wall pink, you guys. Do you see what I've done? It's not a mule setup, sweetheart. It's a bar.
Yeah.
It's a full bar setup.
That's awesome.
And a pink wall.
The pink wall.
I didn't paint the table pink too, even though I wanted to, because I knew you didn't like that idea.
No,
But
that's really good.
do you see all the things?
Yeah. It's awesome.
Aren't those so cute? Do you know what they are?
Stir sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks great.
Also, sorry people, but his hair looks like George Washington because look how poofy it is. He took it out of his ponytail. I also maybe reorganize the whole kitchen.
Why? You don't use it. What are you doing? Hey, as we get the collar off your teeth.
I wanted to surprise you, Scrimpy. It's nice. Okay, first of all,
I'll be the judge of how nice it is.
in here, in this whole space,
Yeah?
the only thing I changed was guess what?
What?
Why don't you open those bottom cabinets over there?
Okay. Oh, okay. Party stuff down there.
All the party stuff is now down there. All of it. Now, come with me this way. Nothing else changes in here. I didn't touch any of your cooking stuff. Does that make you feel better?
Yes.
Now, look at this amazingness. Up here is now the random cabinet. We've got wrapping paper stuff and excess Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
Why are you shutting that?
Because I was done.
Candles, baking stuff, organizing stuff, vases. Okay? Is so much extra room for board games. Instead of shoving them down in there, they have so much more room.
Mm-hmm.
Up
Paper
here is
towels.
all the paper towel storage.
Good call.
Up here is extra decor and reusable bags. That's it. That's all that's in there. So it's
Nice.
all very easily accessible.
Killed it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it looks great.
What do you think about the pink wall?
It looks good. I like it.
You love it?
Yeah.
Or like it?
I love it.
I also bought a cover is coming for the water. He's like, I want to go to bed right now. It's 1 a.m. You guys, we just got home from Tulsa.
It's 1 a.m. I haven't even looked at the clock. Good night, vlog.
Wait, I'm not done. I wanted to give you a tour.
Okay.
I got a cover for that I'll paint pink when it comes.
That's why you ordered the weird. I saw the Amazon order for the. I was like,
Did you not see my other Amazon order
What?
that I did yesterday?
Well, I'm sure I did. I just didn't register.
Okay, well, first of all, I spent basically no money on this, just so you know.
Good job.
The only things I bought were a cover for this, which I got the wrong size, so I exchanged it for a different one. I bought these stirs. I bought this cool Lazy Susan. Isn't that really cool?
Nice.
And I bought these fake limes. They're fake. Did you know they were fake?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So those are the only things I bought. All right, well,
Good night.
tell the vlog what they need to do.
Smash the subscribe button, like video, and tell me good night, everyone.
Do you like your surprise?
Yeah, it's great. I love it. No, it's funny. I had the thought right before I left for my work trip. when I think I was refilling paper towels and I looked in here, I was like, when I get back and Miley's out of town, I'm just gonna take some time and like get this whole situation in order. So you took care of that for me. Thank you.
Yeah, I have tasks for you when I'm out of town. Don't worry.
Absolutely not. I'll be making my own list.
Well, thank you guys so much for coming to this kitchen declutter and lovely bar makeover, painting the kitchen pink. I'm going to bed because it's 1 a.m. Subscribe, like the video. See you next time. Bye.